We are gonna be poop scooping the entire zoo at my brother's house, and this is a giant handful of cat poop. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you all are having an amazing day so far. So guys, in today's video, we are gonna be poop scooping the entire zoo at my brother's house. But before we head over to his house, we must start with my Bengal kittens, Nala and Nova right here. So we're actually gonna be poop scooping their litter pan right here now. We don't really actually poop scoop the little robot, but if we come down to this compartment right here, we're just gonna go ahead and 3, 2, 1 and pull it out like so. All of the poop gets trapped in the bottom right here once this entire little robot rotates. Now right now it's pretty full, so we gotta change it because that's really stinky. So we've got our fresh bag right here that we are gonna be putting into this little robot. So the first thing that we are gonna do is, you can see it's attached to the sides right here, and pick it up like so on both sides. And there's a little litter on the outside, so what I always do to make sure it doesn't get on the floor is I give it a nice shake. Okay. And we're just gonna go ahead, put our poop bag right there. I mean, guys, look at all of that. That is just a bunch of pee and poop. But you can see we have a bunch of litter on the bottom that we must clean. So before we add our new bag, we must clean this out. We've got our tray nice and clean. Now it is time to put the new little baggie in. So what we do is we place it just like so. And what we have to do now is we like wedge it into the sides. We gotta find one of the corners. All right, so we wedge it into this side, into this side, and there we have it. We got our baggie nice and secured in there. You can see it's kind of like a little square right here. So all we have to do is go ahead, push it back into our little robot, and we have successfully cleaned our little robot. Isn't that right, Nala? Your litter pan's not clean now. You can go poopy and pee-pee again. So we have made it down to my brother's property, and the first enclosures we're going to be poop scooping is the servals. So before we head to their enclosures, we must head to the efficiency, grab gloves, grab poop bags, so let's get to it. We have everything we need, but we must be very, very quiet because we've made it over to Cheech and Chong's enclosure, and we have Chong sleeping right here. He is just sleeping so peacefully. Did we wake you up? We gotta come in there to clean all your poop up. So we have Chong there, and here we have Cheech. Hi, your brother's sleeping right there. Hello, how are you on this fine day? So we're about to enter in the enclosure, and we have a nice little Cheech man greeting us. Hi, buddy. Are you excited for us to come in? All right, so we're opening it in 3, 2, and... hello, beautiful. Now, of course, before we can do any work, we must get the loves and must get the scratches for little Cheech man right here. You can just see he is just scratching his chin on my leg, and he's licking my legging right there. You good, buddy? Oh my goodness, thank you for this nice warm welcome. Look how big you are. I love when you be so nice to me. You're being so sweet. So you can just see he is just one affectionate little boy, and Chong man is still sleeping over there, but just look at him. All the scratches for little Cheechy man right here. Isn't that right? Now the first thing that we must do is we must wear our glove, because we are not going to be picking up the poop with my bare hand. So we got our glove on right here, and we can't forget the bag, because this is what we are going to be putting the poop in. So now that we got our glove on, we got our bag, it is time to pick up the poop. So this is like the general area where they usually poop, but you can see there are a lot of rocks, but they just did a huge turd right here. So you can distinctly tell that that is poop right there, but if you look right here, this is also poop right next to the fresh pallet right here, and you can see that poop has been there for probably about a day or so, and you can see the difference that this poop is fresh and this one is a little dried out. Now all the enclosures get cleaned out every single day to make sure that we have happy and healthy cats, but you can see how the dried poop can get mixed up with a lot of the rocks. So you can see all of these little white things right here. Yeah, those are rocks. So you can see how the dried poop blends in with the rocks. But now that we got our fresh piece of poop right here, we're just gonna go ahead, pick it up, and yeah guys, it's pretty soft. And I don't know if you've ever smelt it before, but serval poop really stinks, guys. This is really, oh my goodness. All right, so we got all that poop up. We're gonna move to this area right here, so you can see these little pieces right here, how they just look a lot different. They're kind of white, so we're just gonna throw those in the bag right here. We are gonna leave no poop behind. All right, so we've already got a good amount of poop in our bag. Now that's probably about 1 to 2 poops, but imagine guys, these giant cats pooping, and we have massive piles of poop all around the enclosure. So we're gonna go ahead and head to these pieces. I'm already spotting other pieces right here. So guys, you're gonna be my second pair of eyes if I miss anything. We're just gonna go ahead, throw that in there. Go on ahead, grab these little pieces right here, and I think that's good for this area. Let me see, is this one? Oh, all right, so I'm mistaken this little piece for a rock right here. And we almost missed this little piece right here. Now we just gotta scan this area. And I'm pretty sure it's good because I'm looking and I'm not seeing anything. So guys, now it's time to head to the next section. So what we must do is we must search this entire area right here, but they don't usually poop in this area. Now I'm checking. Hi, little Chi-Chi man, you wanna smell your poop? Yeah, that does not smell too great. So we're looking in the surrounding area and I'm not seeing anything, but oh, okay, I found a couple more pieces right here. So we have about 1, 2, and 3. All right, guys, so let's continue on our hunt. We got those in the bag. Now Chong Man is up, and these two brothers are just loving on each other. Hi. No, you're Cheech. We want to say hi to Chong. Oh, my goodness, Chong. That was really uncalled for. So you can see Chong is a little angry from waking up from his nap. He is not having it. He is definitely a little tired. Okay, we won't get near you. We can tell you're a little grumpy man. Now we have scanned the entire enclosure and we have no more poop. Now that's actually a good thing to say because when dealing with so many exotic animals, you want to make sure that they're in the best care and that their enclosure is nice and clean. And oh my gosh, guys. Do you see this? So this is Cheech right now and he just sprayed his pee all over this platform right here now. They have been doing that recently. Now, since these boys are reaching maturity and they are getting older, they are starting to spray. Now, the reason they're spraying is because they are marking their territory. And guys, look, I was literally standing right here. Look how close. He literally just missed me. And we are heading into Miss China's enclosure, and of course, she has to give all love too before we can enter. Isn't that right, Miss China girl? You are just such a sweet little sassy girl. Oh my goodness, I mean, look how gorgeous you are. Oh my goodness, just look how sweet that girl is. But guys, oh my gosh, do you see? Oh my goodness, her claws are out, and she is a little sassy pants right here. So she can be acting all cute 1 minute and literally swat me the next minute. I mean, she definitely is a diva right here. Oh my goodness, look at those beautiful little kitty teeth. But just like the boys, Miss China here likes to poop in a certain spot, and that area is right in the corner right over there. So I'm already seeing some poopies right there. I mean, if you guys see it, they are just plain as day. We gotta definitely get all that, so we're gonna put our bag down right here. Make sure it's nice and open. And Miss China has joined us for poop scooping adventures, and we're just gonna start scooping it up. So we're gonna take a big handful, and this is a giant handful of cat poop. And we're just gonna, okay. All right, we got it in. All right, so we got it in. We gotta make sure we have no poop left behind. And we're almost done with this area. But you can see just how easily that this poop blends in with these rocks. I mean, if you didn't look really closely, I would mistaken this rock for a piece of poop. So we're gonna go ahead, put these poops in here. And we have completely cleaned this area right here, but we wanna make sure that there's nothing left because just like the boys, she sometimes tends to poop in different spots. So we wanna make sure her enclosure is nice and clean. So guys, if you see Miss China's behavior right here, you can see she's trying to completely disguise herself in this part of this Christmas tree, and since she's still a kitten, she has kitten tendencies, which is to pounce up and sneak up behind you. But Miss China, we can see you right there, so she is looking at me through this little branch. Oh my gosh, yeah, I saw you. You were not smart about that, pretty girl. You want to smell your poop? Oh my goodness, that smells so disgusting. All right, so we're about to head into the next enclosure, and the enclosure is right here, and we have Mom and Baby Sloth in here. So we already got our garbage to put our poop in. We got our poop scooper right here, so we're gonna be using this little rake to scoop up the poop, and this little pan right here to scoop the poop in. So we're gonna go ahead and grab these two right here. We're gonna open the enclosure in 3, 2, and 1. All right, guys, and we are entering. So we have Mom and we have Baby right here. Hi, beautiful. You got your baby with you. Oh my goodness, look how precious the little face is. So just like the cats, the sloths will actually poop in a certain area. So they'll actually poop in this corner right here. Oh my goodness, do you see that giant pile of poop? Now they actually poop little pebbles like this, almost like a goat. Oh my goodness, Mom, you are out to, oh my goodness. Mom, you're trying to get my camera? You can't do that. We were trying to scoop your poop. So the first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna set our pan right here, and we're actually gonna hold it down with our foot, and we're gonna slowly rake up our poop. And we're gonna wanna angle our pan and just scoop up the poop, and you can see it's all getting on the pan right here, and we can't forget this little area. of poop right here, and we're scooping, and we did get a little bit of mulch, and we did miss some poop, so we're gonna have to go back in the area, but you can see we got most of the poop right here. Now we're just gonna take this poop and dump it in our garbage. All right, and now we have to go back for seconds. So we're gonna do the same exact thing. We're gonna make sure our pan is nice and still, and we're just gonna rake up our poop. So we just gotta get this little corner right here. All right, so we're getting the poop on the pan. Make sure we get all of it. All right, we're almost done. Okay, and there we have it. We have raked up all of our poop. Now we're gonna take this poop and throw it in the garbage. So the next enclosure we must clean is Rue and Rufus, our black and white lemurs. So here we have Rue, our female, and here we have Rufus, our male. Hi guys, we say what's up? Can I say hello to you? Hello, oh my goodness, you are the cutest little baby in the world. So you can see their enclosure was already clean today, but they already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 piles of poop in here. Now we want to make sure our animals have top-notch care and top-notch clean cages. So the only thing left to do is to rinse out the poop. So we've got our hose and we're ready to clean, but before we do that, you want some water? Oh my goodness, so we're gonna squeeze a little bit out, and oh my goodness, you want some? Oh my goodness, Miss Bossy Pants, she came and got some water. So we're just gonna give him a little bit of water. That's so good. And we're just gonna start cleaning. So the first thing that we're gonna do is we're just gonna spray the poop out like so. Now this poop goes straight into the drain, and you can see we're just gonna spray, spray, spray. All right, so we got the first one. We're gonna start spraying this second little poop right here. And we wanna make sure that even though this enclosure was clean today, that our animals have spick and span enclosures. So we wanna make sure everything is top notch and perfect. And you can see that this poop is on a weird angle, so we're just gonna come from the bottom and spray it out. All right, so we got it there, and we're just gonna spray, spray, spray. Perfect, so we got this side clean, and now we're gonna head to this little poop. Now this is also on a weird angle, so we're just gonna spray it just like so. All right, you can see it's immediately going to the drain, and Miss Rue is just a curious little girl. Hi, you wanna say hi to everybody? So you can see we've got that entire side clean, but we have about 1, 2, 3 more piles of poop. So we're just gonna go ahead and spray it out, and it's gonna immediately go to the drain. There we go. And we're almost done. We're spraying. Let's get this side right here. We have to make sure we get every inch of the cage to make sure this cage is nice and clean. And there we have it. We have a beautifully cleaned lemur cage. I mean, what do you think, Rue? Is it lemur approved? Is it? Ah. So guys, we are in our next monkey enclosure, and we have Miss Theo girl right here. Isn't that right? Oh my goodness, can give mommy some love? And give mommy some love. So before we're actually able to clean her enclosure, we must take Theo and we must put her into her indoor sleeping enclosure. Because if not, this girl will go completely crazy with the water and she'll just keep pooping everywhere. Isn't that right? You're one messy chica, aren't you? So we have Theo in her indoor enclosure, but I want you guys to take a look because she's a very, very messy monkey. So this is literally just one day of her playing in her enclosure. Now this is a mixture of poop, biscuits, and fruits and veggies. Now every day we clean this enclosure right after we put her in for bedtime, but you can see the newest thing that we added right here is this little fidget board right here, so she gets to play around with all of these locks right here, these wheels, these little gadgets right here, so she gets to learn new things and expand her little growing monkey mind. But we have our hose right here, so we're just gonna take our hose and pull, pull, pull. All right, so the first thing that I usually do is collect all of the toys and put them in the center right here, because we must rinse all of the toys out because they might have poop just like this one or food particles, so we just put them all right here. All right, and now the next thing that I do is I always check all of the platforms, because whatever we're spraying off the platforms gets onto the floor, so we want to make sure we spray the platforms first because it's going to get on the floor, and then we're going to clean the floor after. So you can see this platform is a little dirty, so we're just going to go ahead and give it a nice rinse down, but you can see this food is pretty caked on, so we're going to rinse until it's all gone. All right. And now, some of the pieces that are not coming off, we're going to give it a minute to soak a little bit so it can loosen up. But we're going to start working on the other platform. So you can see this platform right here has a bunch of poop on it. So we're just going to go ahead and spray it down just like so. Okay, and we also must check her barrel. So let's spray this down. And it does have a little bit of caked food on top. So we're going to let that sit for a little while. And she's always climbing on these monkey bars. So we want to make sure we rinse the monkey bars down nice and good. All right, the next thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna check her barrel right here. Now, even though it doesn't seem very, very dirty, I still like to rinse it down to make sure that no old food is in there or anything gross. So we're just gonna give it a nice rinse. All right. Okay, and it all comes out that backside right here, and it's perfect. So we're gonna rinse this platform too, and all of these platforms she climbs on. So we're gonna give this a nice rinse, and then we're gonna head to this platform right here, because there's a little crevices. So we wanna make sure we rinse it nice and good. So make sure we get any caked food or caked poop out of there. Give her little fidget board a nice rinse to make sure it's nice and clean. And now we never wanna forget this area. Now this is where we give her food. So we put the food in there, and you can see we have some particles of food left over. We got some particles right here. So I like to give this a nice rinse down. You can see that's caked on, so we're gonna wanna let that sit for a little while. Spray this down, make sure it's nice and rinsed out. And then another thing I like to do is we have her little lick-sit right here. Now, in the case that anything gross gets on it, we want to give this a nice rinse down, all right? And rinse, rinse, rinse. So we've got all of the platform rinsed off. Everything is nice and clean. There's nothing on the platforms anymore. We got all of our toys rinsed, and now it is time to start with the floor. So we're gonna grab our hose, like so. And what I like to do is I like to start with the middle so you can see just how much stuff is on this floor right here. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go and spray it all out just like so until it's completely out of the enclosure. So we're just gonna keep spraying and spraying, and we're gonna keep doing this until our enclosure is nice and clean. We've got our enclosure nice and clean, and we made sure we got every inch of this enclosure, from the platforms to the toys to the barrels to the entire floor. The entire enclosure looks absolutely amazing. Everything is nice and clean. Now the only thing left to do is head to our last and final enclosure. So our next enclosure we are heading in is Miss Nebula, our clouded leopard. Hi, prettiest girl. Have you come to say hi to us? So we already got everything we need to scoop her poop. So I already see 1, 2, and 3 piles of poop. But we must say hi to this beautiful girl. Hi, beautiful girl. This girl is so sweet. She loves her head scratches. She loves her skin crashes. And are you getting the best love ever? Oh my goodness, just look at those beautiful eyes. You are just getting all of the love right now and taking it all in. And she is just the sweetest little leopard kitty right here. Isn't that right, Miss Nebula? Let's just see that beautiful face and that pink nose. Oh my goodness. And now it is time for our poop scooping adventures. So here we have the first little pile that we're gonna be getting. So we're just gonna put our plastic baggie right here. For our last pile, we're just gonna pick it up, and there we have it. We have a little particles left over. And there we go. We have completely poop scooped her enclosure. But now that we have poop scooped her enclosure, it's time to rinse the entire thing and make it spotless. And we have completely finished cleaning this enclosure. We have rinsed it from head to toe, and this enclosure is nice and clean. Now guys, that is going to end today's video. I hope you all enjoyed today's video. Now you can see when having a bunch of exotic animals or animals in general, it takes a lot of work. Now, we only just cleaned the enclosures, but every day we have to feed the animals multiple times a day, make sure that their water isn't clean, and that their enclosure is top notch. Now guys, if you enjoyed today's video, give this video a big thumbs up and comment down below which animal was your favorite to see today and to clean their enclosure. Now guys, if you want to see more crazy animal videos like this, well, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to my channel in the link down below.